Coming back from a couple of events like Sapphire, Success Connect, Cloud World Forum, I thought it was time to share a little bit about what we learned from customers and experts out there in the market. Bottom line, it is all about bridging IT and business. I would like to talk about what we found in recent surveys and of course how that relates to our cloud strategy. An interesting finding of a survey from Saugatuck Technology was the majority of IT people meanwhile realizes that mobility is one of the biggest driver of change, and this is ultimately linked with the cloud. Even so, the majority of IT realizes the cloud is not only about cost and cost reduction, it's about flexibility. And third was interesting, the majority believes that social capabilities needed to be baked into the solutions. So how do we reflect that in our cloud strategy? We need to build consumer-like user experience, mobile first, with collaborative capabilities, also known as social, baked into those solutions. And additionally, we need to make sure that technology like in-memory with HANA, like integration into the solutions where the customers have already invested, and of course, expanding in an open platform are one of the cornerstones and part of the design principles of cloud solutions. So if now number one reason for CIOs and IT executives is not cost reduction but business agility, how do we reflect that in our cloud portfolio? Number one, we reflect that in the portfolio that we design the solutions how the people work. Number two, we make sure that the solutions are integrated seamlessly and work together, horizontally from cloud to cloud, but also vertically with the systems of records. And number three, we need to ensure that the solutions not only build for the people who use it, also enable them for greater business agility. And for that, we need open platforms to invite our ecosystem to build extensions and specific solutions on top of our existing platform. So let's get another perspective from the Saugatuck survey. By 2016, cloud-based solutions and hybrid solutions will be the norm. 75% of the investment and new IT spend will go into cloud and hybrid solutions. So based on the co-innovation program that we are running in the cloud, we hear from customers that speed of innovation is the essence. But another question that we are asked is where innovation comes first. And here was another interesting finding based on a Forrester research, that the companies increasingly invest in improving business processes, including cloud solutions. But they don't rip out their existing solutions. They start with extensions. As SAP, and reflected in our strategy and portfolio in the cloud, we need to provide both options. Combinations of cloud and on-premise solutions, also known as hybrid, but also cloud-only options. The landscape of our customers will be heterogeneous, and this needs to be reflected in the way how our solutions integrate and can be orchestrated. We firmly believe that CIOs need to adjust their cloud strategy. They need to extend existing processes with cloud solutions. And as the shift goes from pure cost towards business improvements, that agility that the cloud can bring, integrated and orchestrated, needs to be reflected in the CIO strategy. In fact, and I quote, the CIO needs to change from a Chief Information Officer to a Chief Innovation Officer. On top of that, as the next evolution, CIOs should discuss with their peers about the collaborative opportunities in the company, but also outside the company, to reflect the reality of business-to-business networks. So let me summarize how the design principles of our cloud solutions will address what we hear from the market. The solutions need to be people-centric, reflecting trends like collaboration, social, analytics, and mobile. They need to be based on an open platform so the ecosystem can extend and build new solutions on top. And they need to be able to integrate and orchestrate with the existing investment. That's why we have focused on 4 areas first, where we have seen that the investment mostly goes into cloud solutions based on the benefits described earlier. It's everything around people, customers, money, and suppliers. And we're going to make sure that the innovation SAP is bringing, like in-memory, analytics, and mobility, is baked in from day one.